A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Carr now to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. He's going to let it go again. But it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
A.J. Cole.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
42-yard line.
This is our turn. Our turn.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the Raiders have got it. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Raiders.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Herbert.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Really?
First down.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
The 45-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Continuing to fight for more. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken the lead. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Escaping the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Switzer. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Complete to
From 13 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Good. Makes the score Chargers 18, Raiders 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st and goal.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is the only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers.
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 73 yards. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Carlson on for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score, Chargers 25. Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down, Justin Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 30.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert back to the air. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun. Herbert. Williams. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Carr. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action. Now Carr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they hit. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
That's complete. Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
23 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Charger.
Herbert on 1st down now. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
How about that? Well, the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Los Angeles.
Donald Parham, 28 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Chargers 35. Raiders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On play action, it's Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3 brings up second and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 21.
Throwing again on second down. Carr being chased out left. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
5-yard line.
On first down, Carr. Throw complete right side to Cooks. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And his kick is right through.
Chargers 42, Raiders 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. They're only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Eluding the pressure. And he slings one that's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Switzer on the return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
The throw complete here to Williams, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Corey Littleton. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And his throw here is incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
To number 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. But no reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. Carr now on 1st down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another Raiders 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Good for another Las Vegas. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. The quick slant caught. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. He'll pitch it back, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
It's a loss of 4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Open man is Reed. He's got it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 8.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Joe Reed, 67 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Carr now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Tonight's final score, Chargers 49,